It's not looking good, bro. I wanted to make an update on XLM. I'm still basically at entry point. It's still because I averaged down a little bit. Uh, XLM itself looks good. So if it was by itself with nothing else, just its own market, this would look good. Like it looks kind of like a double bottom at a low range, like the risk reward. I wouldn't be shorting here. Um, I keep like yeah, I can see that 1, 2, 3. The more you hit support, the weaker it gets. I'm still not trying to short now. Like I wouldn't short now because the risk, like the upside, if I was to short now, the squeeze to the upside will be much higher than whatever target I'm getting down here, right? So it's not about being right or wrong again. It's the risk to reward for me. But what's concerning is this. Another market I like to look at, which is one of the largest markets like ever, is the derivative markets, right? ES just lost an important level for me. That mid level, I think this is somewhat of a range. Uh, it lost the middle. We might be coming back down here. And if you've been following ES, once ES dumps, this big guy tends to dump. And if Bitcoin dumps XLM, all of it, any crypto, also dumps. So just be a little cautious. I'm still in the trade. If it dips a little bit more, might add a little bit. Um, but this is a tight. This is gonna be a tight stop loss for me, and then I'll switch. I'll switch to shorts if we break down and retest, right? So if it does, this is my thought process. By the way, I have to start thinking about trades in a more dynamic sense that the market can do whatever the fuck it wants. You're trying to make money based on what it can or can't like do, not what you think it'll do. So let's say I think it'll do something like this. Cool, but I have to consider the other situation where okay, so if it does do something like that, comes down, I'm looking to enter short here with an invalidation up here because that's a breakdown of a support retest. It'll probably be looking to go down. If it claims back above here, right, and it start to push up, um, I'll be longing again with a stop loss down here with targets here and here, right, and also like mid ranges, like mid of the mid. I like to. These are all symmetry. I like symmetry. I'm an engineer who likes symmetry, right? Um, but so yeah, that's the thought process for now. Uh, the swing trade, you can call them swing trades, you can call them day trades. I just call them setups, right? Setups on a day on a daily time frame. If the trade is not there, I don't take it. I don't care if it's been a month, 2 weeks, if they happen every day, whatever. The time frame doesn't matter. The naming doesn't matter. We get hung up on all these names. Like I spent the first like year and a half, 2 years in trades trying to learn all the lingo, all the jazz. It's like so much money being made in just learning all this stuff. Break it down to the basics, first principles, supply and demand, um, market structure. Are we ranging? Are we in an uptrend? And then macro direction. Like where are we going? Where's the macro direction? People have been fighting this. A lot of people have been fighting this since the start, since here, since right here. Like man's been fighting the trend since here. But I guess that's part of the game, right? That's why you have these wicks up. But yeah, people have been fighting this downtrend the entire time down, the entire way down. Thinking it's gonna bounce and come back up. It could have, but why fight it? Play both sides. If you play for both teams, you tend to get the chances of you winning gets higher because you're less stubborn. It's less about your ego. It's just about being right. It's more about actually executing on your plan. But yeah, this does look weak. Like from a monthly perspective, it looks weak. Like I would not be surprised well, eventually we get down somewhere, but um, I'd like to see a push up first to kind of like get people all excited again. And the ape moon bull shit is back. Um, uh, but yeah, like get everybody excited, maybe squeeze a little bit more, and then just dump on everybody. Maybe, possibly, or we can just go straight down. That's also a possibility. Yeah, another thing I wanted to look at is the dollar and rates. Where's my dollar? Yeah, okay, I don't have the dollar. The VIX is probably going ape shit right now. Yep, this is a level to watch for. If we cross this, yeah, markets will dump hard. Every time this crossed, the markets ate shit, like ate shit. Uh, Now I want to look at the dollar. Dollar's going crazy, almost at 110. I do have a. I think the dollar gets to 120 maybe. Uh, but man, the Fed is just does not give a shit about emerging markets. Does not give a shit about the global economy. It just gives a shit about inflation right now and its own people. It kind of makes sense. It's like democracy, the world police, all that. But when shit actually starts to hit the fan, it's all about you. So can the dollar get here? Yeah. Can the dollar come here? It already killed that. Um, but it is ideal that once you actually break out of a range like this, that long, we do see some like retest, and then maybe we go back. This would make more sense, and it will make more sense from an equity standpoint as well, because you want that, you want some more people FOMOing in liquidity. I don't even know if people have money or not. I stopped fighting the trend in February, just because I wasn't at my desk. I was on vacation. The Congress and federal officials sold somewhere here, and that was my first sus signal. Why are you selling that? Yeah, it looks even worse at the on the SPY, right? If you go to SPY, it looks disgusting, right? They sold in what was it? November, September, something. The news came out that it's unethical or illegal for federal officials to own any stocks. Right about here, right close to the top. And then we've had this. But I was in altcoins, so I was waiting for, because usually when Bitcoin dips on the way up in the last two cycles, after it dips on the way up, the altcoins take off for one last exit liquidity with the big people, and that's why I kept my I kept a decent chunk of my longs, like my altcoin longs. But I stopped fighting I left my longs alone, but I stopped fighting the trend in February, right? When we had this and we had that spike back up and we couldn't get out, couldn't go back, I started shorting here. Started taking nice shorts. So this has been a nice ride, right? And so and if the trend switches, I'm switching. I don't care which way it goes. I want to make money, right? Anyways, so yeah, this is my update on Bitcoin, but it's technically XLM. I'm not in Bitcoin right now. But yeah, let's see how this one plays out. I do think there's a higher chance we do dump, not because of this chart. This chart is beautiful. This chart is beautiful, but because of the global markets, right? Because of everything else that's going on, influences ES. ES moves, Bitcoin moves, these move. I'm still gonna be okay if we come down here and just grab a little bit more, just a tiny little bit more, with a stop loss. The stop loss down here, I'm targeting these. The risk reward for me is still like I've been doing this 2 years, profitable, but it's still scary. Like buying down here, there's still a little bit of emotion, but you get used to it. It's part of the game, right? Um, yeah. So for our 10 10R. I'll take that. Even if we get to here, even if we just come back to the same thing that's almost a 3R, I'll take that. I'll take that, right? It's a risk reward ratios. I'll keep taking these. I'll keep taking these. I'll keep taking asymmetric bets. Long term, asymmetric bets are going to win. Right? That's it. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one.